Ooh. Actually, one of the decks that I actually used to play. So, OP13 Black Imu. I can dig it. There are currently 96 leaders in the One Piece card game that can be played in the standard format. Some dominate the meta. Some have been forgotten. And some have never been given the chance to prove themselves. My goal is simple. Learn as many of them as possible. Master their strengths, expose their weaknesses, and discover which leader stands above the rest. Welcome to Leader Roulette. All right, and welcome to the deck tech portion of our Leader Roulette. Imu is a leader that I have played in the past before. Just to give a quick little rundown of what this OP13 Black 4-life leader does is under the rules of this game, you cannot include events with a cost of 2 or more in your deck. Also, at the start of the game, play up to 1 Marijois type stage from our deck. We're going to do it a little bit backwards. So for this effect, we run 1 copy of OG Marijois from OP05 and 1 copy of the Empty Throne from OP13. What Marijois does is on our turn, character cards with a cost of 2 or more that have the Celestial Dragon type cost 1 less to play from our hand. Empty Throne has the activate, or on our turn, if we have 19 or more cards in our trash, our leader becomes a 6K. Also activate main, we can rest this stage and 3 Dawn to play 1 black 5 Elders type character with a cost equal to or less than the total number of Dawn cards we have on our field from our hand. So really, really good to really cheat these out. 99.99999% of the time, you're playing Empty Throne on your start. The only time you don't play Empty Throne is in the mirror match, which with Imu kind of not being in the forefront of the meta right now, you probably won't see a mirror match, if rarely. But if you ever do see a mirror match, you play the Marijois stage, not Empty Throne. And we'll go into why when we get to that card. Starting off with our first card here, we're running Shirahoshi at a 2 of. I love Shirahoshi in the deck list. I felt it would be a little bit better not to have a full 4 of, honestly. Just so that way we can have a little bit of flexibility with the remainder of the list. Shirahoshi is a 1 cost, 0 power, 2K counter, which has an activate main of resting this character. We can then return 2 cards from our trash to the bottom of the deck in any order. And then if our opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, they discard 1 to the trash. Really great for kind of hand control and manipulation. They're going to toss a brick either way, but getting 1 less card out of hand really helps you with your math, and it really kind of forces them to make a tough decision. Moving into the searcher of the deck, we're running 4 copies of Saint Shalria, which is a 1 cost, 0 power, 1K counter. With the on-play effect, looking at the top 3 cards of the deck, reveal 1 Celestial Dragon type other than Saint Shalria and add it to the hand. Then we trash the rest and trash a card from our hand to really start filling up the trash, because we're going to need to do that later into the game. Really great searcher. It kind of helps us find our puzzle pieces, very much like a combo deck. I don't know why I like playing combo decks, but combo decks are really fun to me in One Piece. Next, we are running 1 copy of Saint Mjolsgard, 2 cost, 0 power, 2K counter, with the on-play of if we have 3 or less life cards, we can play a Marijois stage card with a cost of 1 from our trash, which is the only option we have is the OG Marijois from OP05. More likely than not, this is going to just be a 2K counter just to have us in the hand, but it's a searchable 2K counter with Sharia. Now we get into the Elders, the big meat and potatoes of the deck. We'll go through them all sequentially, and then we'll kind of hop back and forth, things like that. Starting off with Saint Saturn, he is a 4 cost, 5K power, 1K counter, 5 Elder Celestial Dragon character. If we have 7 or more cards in our trash, this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. This counts for all of the Elders, so I will skip over it for the rest of them. His on play is we look at the top 5 cards of the deck, reveal 1 5 Elders type card, add it to the hand, then place the rest at the bottom of our deck in any order. Next we have Warcree, who is a 4 cost, 5,000 power, 1K counter. On KO, we just draw a card. If we have 7 or more cards in trash, he also gains blocker and can't be removed by effect. Next, we have NOTORIOUS, who is a 6 cost, 5,000 power, 1k counter, 5 Elder Celestial Dragon character, who gains Rush if we have 7 or more cards in trash. When attacking, if we have 10 or more cards in our trash, we can give one of our opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during the turn. Next up, we have Saint Mars, who is a 6 cost, 5,000 power, 1k counter. If we have 7 or more cards in trash, he also gains blocker. On play, we can trash 1 card from our hand and then KO up to one of our up to 1 character with a base cost of 5 or less. Does not say our opponent's character, just a character. More often than not, we're going to be picking our opponent's characters and vice versa. The last Elder we have is Jupiter, who is a 7 cost, 5k power, 2k counter for the deck. So that brings our total now to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to have 11 2Ks in the deck. So Jupiter's effect is if we have 7 or more cards in trash, this character can't be removed by the field by effects. On our turn, if you have 10 or more cards in trash, all of our 5 Elders type characters become a base power of 7,000. All of these are really, really good individually. Together, almost unstoppable to beat on a late game board. Now the question is, how exactly do we get there? The answer is with the 10 drop 5 Elders character. It is a 10 cost, 12,000 power character who has the activate main of if our leader is Imu, we can rest 1 Dawn card, trash 1 card from our hand, trash all of our characters, and then play up to 5 Elder type characters with different card names and 5,000 power from our trash. So essentially what we want to do is we want to fill the trash up with at least 1 of each of our Elders as the game progresses. Play a 5 Elders. Do the thing with 5 Elders to get all of them to come out and be represented on the board. They all become 7k power during our turn. So ideally what you would like to do is play them out, make them all become 7k power. Ideally on the turn that you do it, NOTORIOUS is going to be the only one that attacks that turn, but you're going to have a Warcry blocker, you're going to have a Mars blocker, and you're just going to be fine. In my opinion, Imu honestly probably has the strongest late game on paper. In practicality, it is a little bit different. Power creep's kind of been more of a real thing, but we're going to see how it does in Leader Roulette today. For our last character slot, we are running 4 copies of the Sabo blocker from PRBO2. 6 cost, 6,000 power, 2k counter. If you have 15 or more cards in our trash, we can give this character minus 3 cost. So he becomes a 3 cost, 6,000 power blocker. That's all he does. That's it. Just minus 3 cost, becomes a blocker. Good 2k. A little bit of everything. For events, we're starting off with 2 of I'm Losing My Edge. It is a 1 cost counter event where up to 1 of our leader or characters gains plus 1,000 power during the battle. Then, if our trash has 10 or more cards, we can add 1 black character with a cost of 3 or less from our trash to our hand, which is more likely going to be the Miosgard or the Shirahoshi for additional 2k counters. Because outside of that, we can't really grab anything. We can grab Shalria to possibly search next turn if we really want to, but that is ultimately dependent on kind of the situation. Right. Next, we are running 4 copies of the 5 Elders are at your service. It's a 1 cost main event to look at the 3 cards from the top of the deck, reveal up to 1 Celestial Dragon type character or type card other than this card and add it to the hand. Then we trash the rest. Its trigger effect is just to activate the main effect. Ideally, you would want to go second with this deck because we can do like a Shalria event to get the 7 card minimum in trash and then start setting us up for like the I'm Losing My Edge if we have 10 or more cards in trash, Sabo if we have 15 or more cards in our trash, the stage if we have 19 or more cards in our trash, and really get up the ball rolling on turn 1. Next, we're running 4 copies of the Never Existed event. It is a dual modal event. For 1 Dawn main, we can rest an additional Dawn card, and if our leader is Imu, we can KO up to one of our opponent's stages with a cost of 7. So in the mirror match, that's why we don't play the Empty Throne with leader effect. Instead, we play Marie-Joie in the mirror because Never Existed exists. Next, we're running 4 copies of Ground Death, which is another dual mode event. For 1 Dawn, activate main. We may rest 2 additional Dawn cards. We can negate the effect of up to one of our opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less during this turn. Or for 1 Dawn as a counter event, if we have 10 or more cards in our trash, up to one of our leader or character cards gains 4,000 power for the battle. Really great card. It replaced Equilibrium, in my opinion, in my viewpoint. Just because Equilibrium only focused on our leader and didn't really give an opportunity to protect the board. The last thing I want to go over is Imu's activate main effect. Now that we've gone over all of the characters, you can trash 1 celestial type character from your field or 1 card from your hand to draw an additional card. Good hand filtering, good resource management. It gets around the 5 Elder blocks because it talks about using remove from the field by opponent's effects, not by Imu effects. So that's kind of why you would do it. You would get rid of Saturn to draw a card, or you would get rid of Jupiter to draw a card, or whatever the case is. You can get rid of Shalria and draw a card because she's a celestial dragon. So there's a whole bunch of options that we can do, but this is going to be our Leader Roulette deck tech video for Black Imu. So I'm going to catch you in our first matchup. All right, we got ourselves a purple yellow rosy game. In no danger of losing our stage, so we can go ahead and play it. I'm going first. I think this is fine if I can find the Saturn. I'm going to keep this and see what happens. Go ahead and pop a stage. Grab a Saturn. Crash that. Because we can cheer Hoshi to get the event back. I'm going to pitch an extra Nosturo to assert, or to dig a little bit deeper, and I'll pass. Plays a Kobe. So this is the Navy this is the Navy package. Good to know. Let's see. Grabs Rosinante and Law. Not great for us. So I think we just pressure. I'm going to trash just that to draw. I'll pass, get a 2K out of it. So now we have 1, 2, 3. I'm missing War Curry. 5 to 5. I'll honestly take that just to see what I get. Because he's going to probably dump here using Rosie effect to put a Law out. Would be my assumption. Could be wrong. Yep, he plays the 4-drop Law. That's fine. 5. Let's rest to play this. Let's grab the War Curry now so we have it. And then we go 7. Takes again. Crash a War Curry to draw. We'll pass. We're almost where we need to be. Almost. That's the keyword. Is almost. 6 to my face. Don't mind if I give you a 2K. Now my Saturn can't be bounced. 3. Swinging 7. I'll take that. No trigger. What are you gonna do? Dom minus. Play Rosinante and Law. And pass. Gotcha. I'm on 7. I think the first thing we do is swing here. 5 to 3. See what I get. Okay. I don't have a Mars. Let's go 5 lead. See what I get. The block. Get rid of this to draw. A War Curry is nice. So let's go here. Grab an Elder. We're going to put the Elders to the top. Send it back. Press stage to play this. to swing. So this would be 5 to 6. Swing here, we'll just... Oh, we only have 8 cards in trash. It's just fine. Still gets rush. See what you give me. Gives me Mama Ragan to go to 6. Pass. Plays a Kobe. Oh, what else did we do in here? Plays Sakazuki. Minus 6k to the Nosturo. 2 to -1. Sure. Keep filling my trash. 5 to face. Give you a 1k. I go to 9 next turn. Plays Marineford. Okay. Let's see what we find. We'll get a Nosturo. Select 1 card to trash. Trash the edge. So for 3 Dawn, I still have 5 to work with. So let's go 7. Pop the Shalria. Let's go 8. Gives me 2 2Ks, right? Yep, gives me 2 2Ks. I'll pass with 3 Dawn active. I think I have all of them in trash. Mars, Workery, Jupiter, Saturn, and Nosturo. That I do. Heals. Marineford to Treasure Gum Gum Lightning. Deploys Promo Law. 8 to 5. I will give you a Never Existed. I will give you a Ground Death. 7 on my face. Give you a 2k, 1k. So I can pop. Oh, let's go 5 with Saturn. Blocks here. 5 to lead. Blocks here. Get ready you to draw. Rest here to play. Use effect. You pitch Marijois. Grab. 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 And grab. We'll do this. Search for a 2k. I will discard the search event to pop the law. Give me your leader effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dawn to work with. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 10 into Sakazuki minus 2 it. 10 to 6. 3 cards, please. 1, 2, and 3. You risked all of it for that. Okay, I will pass. Not sure why we did that, but we did that. See what he does. 7. Give you the Workery to draw. Give you a Ground Death to go to 9. Using Marine Ford. Crashes a sack. Honestly, I would have played the sack. 9. Give you the Mars. What are you doing next? Playing the Buffalo? Plays another blocker. Okay. What are you going to do with your 5 extra Dawn? And 11. Cool. Let's go 6. I think 6 is an acceptable number here. Gives me a 2K. Let's go 7 minus 2K here. Gonna give me the Rosie. Takes. Go 8 to lead. Give me one of these blockers. Goes to counter step. 7, draw a card. Eight to lead. Blocks with the Rosie. Gives me counter. Go ahead and trash you to draw. Let's go ahead and rest to play an Elder. And now we can grab you, War Curry, and you, Peter. Let's use this effect first. We'll grab a Never Existed. We will pitch Shirahoshi to pop the law. Take the last life. Because why not? Let's still let it block. And we'll pass with 1 Dawn active, 3 blockers. He has a ton of viable swings, so might be a little worried, but I think we're going to eke it out. Stage, pitches lightning because it's no good for him. What is your plan? Oh, he just concedes. Sick. There we go. We did it. We beat Purple Yellow Rosie in game number 1. So let's go ahead and get set up, and I'll catch you in game number 2. All right. We now are going into OP16's Green Blue Luffy. Again, we're in no danger, so we can go ahead and play the big stage. We have a search event. We have 3 of the elders already in our hand. This is a keepable moment. Let's just go ahead and grab this. We'll grab a Never Existed, trash the rest, and we'll pass. Plays Luffy. Grabs 5-drop Buggy. Restands to play Dazbones. That is fine. Let's go 7 to face. Play the event. Grab the Elder. I'm going to pitch No Sujiro from hand to draw 1. And I'll pass. We're already at 7 cards in trash. Beautiful. I'll play War Curry next turn, and we'll have a blocker. I need him to start swinging with these characters. If the Luffy is smart, they won't, especially with this one because it needs the different character names. So we'll see what happens. Plays the Luffy. Can't give it rush. 5 to face. I'll take the first one. You have 5 or more cards. Just plays the Galdino. Swing. He's gonna rest the blocker, so it's kinda useless. If I had Mars, it'd be great. I think I pitched this Sabo. Doesn't really help me here. Just go 7. Play War Korean pass. Mars would be ideal. Plays Buggy. Replaces the Luffy. Interesting. Okay. Rests. Here. Cool. 3 stands. Getting all that he wants to do. Gotcha. You would swing Luffy first if you were looking to do stuff. Yep. There's the fucking Saturn that I was looking for. That's fine. I can grab Mars. Sure. 5. No block. I have to give up the Saturn. 6. I can give up the Sabo. Mars off the top, please. Mars off the top would be great. Because I did not get it. What do I do? Get Galdino off the board, but he's gonna probably use this to make it a blocker to block. Yep. Okay. Swing 7 a Galdino. Crash this to draw. Still didn't get it, dude. What the hell? 5 Dawn. You just pass. We're bricking up super hard here, not finding the Marcus Mars. Mars would have like made this a whole lot easier for us, which is the big thing. But kind of got to do what we got to do. We just got to turtle up in defense now. Plays a Luffy to search. Grabs Bonclay. Swing 6. Give you a Mio's Guard for 7. What are we going to do? We're kind of boned. Honestly, we are kind of boned right now. If I wanted to be like correct, we're boned. Right now we have 1. I hate when it does that. Oh my God. I'm trying to look at my trash, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing Mars. Mars is the only one we're missing. Sure. Dumps it all. 7. I am losing my edge. Grab Mio's Guard. And use that. Swing 8. Give you a never existed for 9. 8. Give you a ground death for 9. Never existed for 9. No, Sturo did not need it. Mars or nothing. Mars or nothing. Bro, didn't see it at all. Two, three, four. We'll go 7 to 4. Hope for the best. Like, we bricked super hard in this game. And it happens. Definitely happens. And then we will pass and proceed to lose. Because I bet you one of these lives is going to be a Mars. Unreal. Unreal, this deck's consistency at this very moment. We didn't see a Shalria either. It's okay. You really should be going for lethal here. Plays a Galdino. Sure. Plays a Bonclay. Oh, I think we still lose because they can restand the Dawn 10. So 8, 8, 10. 7, sure. They can go 8, 8, 9. 8. We lose. All right, now that we have finished our 2 matches with OP13 Black Imu, it is time to run through the score. So looking at Imu's performance, we did finish with a record of 1 win, 1 loss, with our win over Purple Yellow Rosanante, and unfortunately our loss going against Green Blue Luffy. In the performance category, with a score of 1 and 1, we do give our leader 1 point. In terms of consistency, the deck does really, really well in terms of being consistent. Just unfortunate for that one game against Green Blue Luffy, we did not see a Marcus Mars to kind of stabilize, and they just spammed the board before we could really do anything. But overall in consistency, I would still give this leader a 1.5 because on more times than not, you are going to see all of your pieces. And it was just unfortunate for that one game. Meta viability, I would rank this leader probably at a score of 1. The reason why I would do that is it's not necessarily topping in the meta, but it's also a really good deck just to take the locals. I think it is a very good locals deck if you were just trying to play and pick up something and kind of be a little bit different than the meta. Do I feel it has lost its luster since OP16 dropped? Yes, I 100% do, especially with Imu being a world champion deck. Just doesn't hold really a candle in terms of power and flexibility that the other leaders do have. For accessibility, this deck is relatively cheap to pick up, and a lot of the cards are just like bulk rare items. So overall, it's really, really good. The only expensive cards are going to be the ground deaths right now. But outside of that, everything else is dirt cheap for Imu, and it's very easy to pick up. In terms of recommendability, I'm actually going to give this 2 points. The reason why is I feel this is a really good deck to play just so that way you can understand how combo lines work, how the nature of the game works with learning how a different leader affect necessarily making those big decisions in the macro game matter a lot more, and is a really good learning deck because it has a very easy to play, hard to master type of vibe that I get from it. So I'm going to give it 2 points for just that by itself. And so with a total score of 7 points, it has knocked Nico Robin off of the top of the scoreboard, placing Black Imu at the top with 7 points, Nico Robin at 6, and we will see how this goes carrying forward. And that is going to do it for our Imu Leader Roulette video. Let me know down in the comments, what score would you give Imu? And let's see if Imu can take the role of Colts champion. Until next time, may fate favor our next spin. Peace and love, y'all.
Thanks for riding with the vibe. Cozy games every time. Pulling leaders, making plays on the line. Sailing through the grand line, strategy refined.